Okay, I'll start off with a question. What is a worthless pursuit? A general answer, you might say, is something that costs more than it yields in return. Think of trying to chase someone in a game of tag, and they're just outstripping you, outpacing you, and there's no way that you're going to catch them. Eventually, you just throw your hands up like this is pointless, it's useless. Or some hobbies. They're good to a point, but at some point, if they are taking over your finances, your time, your relationships, then it becomes worthless. It's empty. The result that it's yielding is actually detrimental to you in all these other areas of life. Um, Athletics, I mean, that could be a hobby in the same way that in the end it could be worthless if it's what's the end goal. Academics, I might go back to school and want to get this degree or that degree, but okay, well, what's the end result of that? What am I getting it for? And if I can't afford it and don't have the leisure time to do that, um, then am I just squandering it where it really should be spent in other ways? Um, Good things, but could become worthless pursuits if it's out of balance. Proverbs 28:19, it says, "He who tills his land will have plenty of food." He who tills his land will have plenty of food, but he who pursues empty or worthless or in vain pursuits will have poverty and plenty. Again, that could be difference between tilling your land or some other half-baked scheme of how you're turn a buck, and really it turns out to be uh, an in vain pursuit, and then you don't have any food and can't feed your family. It could be in these out of balance hobbies, this game of tag, or even pursuing the truth of a matter in a discussion with someone. Okay, thinking ahead, how is this going to end? At some point, it becomes a worthless pursuit if all you're going to do is irritate someone, even if you're right. Um, but the problem is to avoid ending with poverty and plenty, and you can just let that ruminate on what that means. Um, the problem is we can't always tell when what we're pursuing is not good. It's like flying an airplane in a fog. You have to navigate, I'd imagine, by instruments, right? So you have to trust something outside yourself, and you have to trust something that might go against your inclinations or emotions. So it's uncomfortable. It seems not your physical, natural um, tendency or what you want to do in the moment, but it's trusting something. Proverbs 28:26 says, "He who trusts in his own heart is a fool." That runs against the grain of a lot of what we hear today. You just do what you love, follow your heart, and all this. He who trusts in his own heart is a fool, but he who walks wisely will be delivered. Flying by the instruments in the fog. I want to turn this way, but I have no idea that's heading towards the ground. I just can't see it. And I trust the instruments, and it brings me and all those passengers that are coming along with me to safety. Are we trusting something outside ourselves, something that maybe goes against our emotions sometimes, but is trustworthy? So what is worthy to be trusted? Here's the pursuit. Now, do we believe God is worthy of our pursuit? Why? Because in those apathetic moments, getting up early, kneeling down to pray because our physical want half the time is not, we don't want to do that. Do we value a pursuit of God, recognizing that not only do we need something outside ourselves, but we need something worthy of that trust to guide us and those in our care to safety, to help us not to pursue things that in vain that lead to poverty of plenty, but something that is never ends, and the what can be mined from it's an eternal source of meaning to our life, that it is life itself. Do we think about why God is worthy of our pursuit? What that yields? And after thinking about that, why? What does the pursuit? What does tilling that ground on a daily look like? And how will you labor in that field? Revelation 22:17 says, "The Spirit and the bride say, 'Come.' And let the one who hears say, 'Come.' And let the one who is thirsty come. And let the one who wishes take the water of life without cost." What better pursuit? I mean, everybody thirsts. Everybody thirsts for meaning. Everyone thirsts for forgiveness. Everyone thirsts for the gifts that they've given and the way that they've been made, and their daily lives to be put into some grander scheme to make sense of it all and give it meaning and worth. And pursuing God grants all of that. It grants it because it's true. It grants it because we get to spend eternity with Him. It grants it because whatever gift we give Him, He turns into something beautiful and more value, and gives it that eternal weight. So whatever field we have to till, if we're doing it for Him, then the fruit it yields is eternal. So what better pursuit? The end of thirst. We all thirst. The end of thirst to come, pursue God, follow Christ, find life, and then be active in that life, in the sharing of your faith, the pursuit of God together. So I will catch you tomorrow on the next video.